Hey guys, I wanted to take some time today and tell you all about another one of my main gigging guitars. This is my Kinghat Telecaster. I got it from my buddy Mark a few years ago. Actually, what happened was I had a gig, and the only electric guitar I had at the time was not working. It was having some pickups put in it. And I called Mark and said, hey, I've got a gig, my guitar's not ready. Can I borrow a guitar? And he said, well, I've only got one that's working right now. Why don't you come get it? And I said, okay, I've got a gig. It doesn't matter what it is. I just need something to play tonight. So I go to his house. He hands me a case. And drive to the gig and open it up, and this is what was inside of it. And it's beautiful, absolutely beautiful guitar. It is an Alder body, maple neck. It's got the tortoise binding all the way up the neck and around the top of the body. There's no relief cut up here. That binding goes all the way around like that. It does have the tummy cut on the back up here because of my big tummy. And it's got a Joe Barden bridge, and it's got, I believe he said these are CTS pots, three-way switch, and Lollar 52T pickups in it. And I have never been a Telecaster fan. I have said some pretty awful things about them in the past. Really just joking. I'm not a country guy. I'm not a country music guy, and that's just what I associated with Telecasters as country music. And but I played the gig on it, and it just immediately, it just sounded so good, just so good. And I played the whole night on it, and by the end of the night, I was bothering him about it. I was like, I wanted to buy this guitar. And he wouldn't let me. He said he wasn't ready to let go of it yet. And okay, fine. But anyways, the next summer, he messaged me on Facebook, and he said, hey, you really like that Telecaster that you borrowed from me that night, didn't you? And I said, yeah, I really did. And he said, well, do you want it? I said, yes I do. So I went and got it from him, and it has been one of my main guitars ever since. It just sounds so good. It sounds so good. And I've never really been a single coil guy. I've never really been a Telecaster guy at all, but just so clear sounding, and with some drive on it. bite, so much bite on that bridge pickup and the neck pickup. And after I got it, I played it and played it and played it. And I started to realize that a lot of my favorite tones have come from Telecasters. I just never really thought about it. But, you know, a lot of my favorite alt-rock sounds have come from Telecasters. Like the Gin Blossoms use Telecasters. Jackson Browne uses Telecasters. And then, like, the more I actually started paying attention to it, the more I would see them everywhere. And it just, all of a sudden, a lot of things made sense. And it just sounds so good. It's beautiful. It's just that. This is a Spitfire handmade tortoiseshell pickguard. And that sucker is go price one. go price a handmade Spitfire pickguard. That thing, and you know it's not. I've seen some of the ones on the cheaper guitars that it's just a sticker. It's just a graphic or whatever, and it's just red and it just looks fake. And that I don't think I can even get all of it in the camera very well, but it's just so pretty. It's got that dark red color to it, that brown red color on that snow white color, and the back of the neck has got some really nice flame in it. It's hard to get in the light. There it is. It's got really good flame on the back of the neck. It's a baseball bat of a neck, but I like that. I like thicker necks. I work with wrenches and heavy stuff all day, and those really thin Ibanez necks just don't work for me anymore. So I really like this really thick neck, especially for chords and things. The only thing, well, I've had to get used to a lot of things on this, not just this guitar, but just, you know, anything with single coils. They don't have the output of a humbucker, but they just bite. They just absolutely bite. There's just that snap to it. And I love that. Sounds so good. I love that. I love that. But it takes a lot of getting used to. Not having that extra coil there to really push forward, and not having the relief cut here. Normally I play, you know, pretty flatly against me, but it's and it would kind of dig into my arm just a little bit when I first got it. But after a while, I just noticed myself just turning it just ever so slightly. And that just made all the difference. Instead of trying to do it like this, just a little bit of a turn. I love this guitar. Very special to me. Mark did a great job on it. It is beautiful. It sounds so good. He will happily make you one if you contact Kinghat Guitars on Instagram or Facebook or whatever. He will happily make you one. But this one is mine. It will never leave my possession. I will never sell this guitar. It is very special to me, and it just sounds so good. It sounds so good. I'm very lucky to have a guitar like this. This was actually my first really high-end guitar. You know, everything I've ever had has been, you know, Korean made, and there's nothing wrong with that. I used them for years and years and years, but this was really my first taste of high-end pickups, you know, quality parts, an American-made guitar. This is my first taste of it, and it's a hard act to follow. It's a hard act to follow, but I've played hard rock on this thing. We played blues. We do play a little bit of country, a little bit. I've played everything on this guitar. It's never let me down. It will never let me down. And I love this thing. Very lucky to have it. Like I said, if you want one, you're in the Texarkana area, Mark will happily build you one just exactly how you want it, just exactly like this, or whatever color or configuration you want. He's built 100 of them. Kinghat Guitars, it's all one word, on Instagram or Facebook, and you won't regret it. You will not regret it. I love this thing. I'm going to play it some more. Anyways, thanks guys for watching. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you like. Message Mark about getting you one of these. He has other models too. He has a different single cut model that's kind of a blend between a Les Paul and a Telecaster, and he has a double cut model. He's got several different models, but this one's mine. Thanks guys for watching. See you next time.